Hello YouTube, I'm Rob from GI Joburg, and this is a video of a toy tank. You've all seen the GI Joe Mauler tank, I'm sure. We've even reviewed it on this channel, and fawned over it plenty. There's plenty to fawn over. It is one of the most excellently made toys ever produced, as far as I'm concerned. Designed to be motorized, the treads are functional. So the base vehicle is already set up to accommodate a battery box and electric motor. This Mauler might look unassuming, but there's something very different under the hood. Modified by our buddy Mauler Joe of the Joe Mauler Works YouTube channel, link in the description, and kindly donated to the channel, GI Joburg is proud to present a fully remote-controlled Mauler tank.
G'day. Name's Waka, Tank Commander for GI Joe, and I'm here to talk about some of the features of this upgrade. First up, what's a tank without a real ripper of a gun? This here's the standard 125mm cannon, but now it comes with a 3D printed barrel cradle for those long transits. Best part is, it fits into the rings on the hull and snaps securely into the vented barrel shroud. Beauty! Now if you don't have the standard mud flaps, no drama. These are made using flexible rubber. They look a treat, work well, and won't cost you an arm and leg. Now that's fair dinkum. Can't find the bloody tow rope? We had this one 3D printed and it looks good enough. Same with the smoke launchers and antenna. And if you take issue with the rough texture, I don't, by the way, not all 3D printers are born equal. Got these from a fella goes by the name Action Robot Punch, and I think you'll agree they look gorgeous. All the detail the original faithfully reproduced. Now that's technology for you. But here's a simple hack for the antenna courtesy of Mauler Joe. Take a piece of plastic sprue, heat it over a candle and stretch it to the desired length. Works a treat and gives your antenna a nice whip appearance. Treads aren't standard either. Plastic instead of rubber means they're individual links just like the real thing. They hug terrain and sag under gravity just like a tank tread would. Suspension's also had a going over, with each individual bogie wheel being sprung. This thing bounces all around rough terrain like a rock wallaby. Like any equipment, breakdowns can and will happen. Just break out this custom 3D printed tow bar. Hitches to the cleats on the front of the standard Mauler and you are good to go. And if you need to do the towing, check out these custom rings. A set of 3D printed chains can be used to attach the Mauler tank to pretty much anything you want to chain it to. Plus they're the perfect size for storing in the Mauler's side bins. Let's take a look under the hood of this baby to see what she's got beating down there. And for that, I'm going to call in my pal Paul from GI Joburg.
Here we have the drive gearbox, a Type 90 unicorn. It's nice and compact as it actually comes from a 1/24 scale line of remote controlled tanks called First Tank, which makes a lot of sense as most Joe vehicles skew closer to 1/24 or even smaller in true scale. She draws power from a LiPo rechargeable battery pack comprising of 2 cells, and that's power aplenty. After all the maneuvering featured in this bid, the cells had only depleted by 30%! So there's hours of fun in a single charge. Mauler Joe carved a hollow out of the seating for the radio receiver, allowing for a very discreet switch in the cruise center console to turn this bad boy on. You can get at it without separating the tank. And the whole interior is nicely completed with a 3D printed cover to replace the original's battery hatch. The remote control is pretty standard. Pull the trigger for both tracks forward, push the trigger for both tracks reverse, twist the wheel clockwise for left track only, counterclockwise for right track only. It's hell of a maneuverable, but is it faster than the high speed setting on the standard Hasbro Mauler? It's time for a drag race! And here's Steve from GI Joburg to commentate.
Whew, thanks Paul. Okay, let's do this. In the right lane we have the remote control Mauler. In the left, the stock Mauler. It's a straight line, flat out race to the finish line. 3, 2, 1. And they're off. It's neck and neck as the speeds seem equally matched. But what's this? The RC is showing some hesitancy. It's veering. The driver needs to wrestle it back, but oversteers. A gentle nudge, and that's it. Out of control as the unguided standard Mauler trundles over the finish line. The RC Mauler regains control and saves face with a quick dash to the finish. Can we get a more conclusive result? Let's run this race again, just to be sure. Rolling start for the stock Mauler, as there's no way to start her remotely. And they're off again. Steering woes already, and oh no, disaster! The stock Mauler, once again undaunted, crosses the finish line in first place.
But what happened to the RC Mauler? It choked. Twice. It's a real shame, as we know it's got the speed and the power, but it has the curse of its own maneuverability to contend with, and the fact that its operator is clearly an idiot and should stop trying to do so many things at once. Is that a camera in your teeth, Steve? He tried operating forward once one time, and this is what happened. Don't drink and drive tanks, kids. Putting the GoPro down for a change, he runs the race for a third time. This time is as neck and neck as you can get when your opposition is an unyielding automaton. Minor steering adjustments costing the RC a deserved win, but if there was even a single turn on the course, we'd be looking at a vastly different result, so plenty of consolation for Team RC there.
The Mauler. What a glorious toy. The very peak of GI Joe toy realism, and so much more than just a toy tank. The brilliance of its design is the true showcase here, as it offers its canvas to a toy savant like Mauler Joe to operate on. That brilliant team working on GI Joe way back when really knew what they were doing. And in the hands of a master, there's very little that can't be achieved.
If you like seeing remote control mods to GI Joe toys, we urge you to check out the amazing work by Joe Mauler Works and Action Robot Punch. Links to their channels are in the description below. Keep playing, everybody. Yo Joe! Seriously, folks, do yourselves a favor and check out Joe Mauler Works on YouTube. The things this guy can pull off with his toys, insane.